Hello friends, today is Vlogmas, Sunday, December 22nd. It's the countdown. We're so excited for the holidays. We hope you are too. And we're starting in my foyer because I wanted to show you. I decluttered some of my paper, and we have some dear friends that have young grandchildren, young children, with all this cute paper with snowmen and Santas and baby angels. And this is for my friend's daughter Jessie, who's having her very first baby. So exciting. Her name is Scarlett, and she has a cousin named Charlotte. Scarlett and Charlotte. How nice. Now I'm going to take you in and show you what we're doing as far as wrapping up our baking. We've done a ton of pizzelles. It's an Italian Christmas cookie that you have to have a pizzelle iron, and it's just flour and sugar and very low in points. And I'm going to keep you up to date on my WW meeting today. I had a great meeting. It was what to do during the holiday, the 4 things. Think of maybe 3 things you have to do, and try to think of something that you're going to do for yourself. Some self-care or some relaxation. Because most of the things that we think that we have to do for others, or have to do on your to-do list and that type of thing. So we'll be showing you what we're doing in 1 minute. This is the pizzelle iron I was talking about. This has been, it looks very old because it's over 50 years old. I got it when I was first married. And anyway, you plug it in and you make your batter. Now don't be shocked, this is real life. Over here you're going to see all our stuff. We don't have it much in the thing. We have our KitchenAid, and we just finished a batter of pizzelles that had cookie flavor. Or not cookie flavor, cake batter extract. And I'll tell you, this is an amazing flavor. It gives everything that extra zip. All right, and we'll show you what we're going to do. The first thing you have to do, and I was reading a research about pizzelles. If you use cake flour, you will get the crispiest pizzelle, and I can attest to that because I'll show you the tons that we've made. And I'll take one. You see how beautiful the patterns are, front and the back. And listen to this. I wish you could hear this. Look at that. I wish you could hear the crunch. This is the crunchiest pizzelle. What a crunch. They're delicious. Anyway, I'm going to show you the rest that we have. We have some of them boxed here. Come over and look. We made all these. And these were almond flavor. Then we made all these. And then I have a potluck I'm going to. And look at this cute little cookie box. And some more in there. So, I think this will be the last batch we're going to do. And then I'm going to show you how we do our homemade pasta and raviolis. We did over almost 100 of them the other day. So, bon appetit. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 3/4 cups of, I would say, cake flour. If you don't, you can use all-purpose, but they come out a little bit thicker and not quite as thin and crispy. And then 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And you take 3 eggs. My eggs over here at room temperature. I won't put you through the boring cracking of them, but you take 3 eggs and you're going to put them in your bowl. And I'm not cleaning this out because we're doing anise flavor with it. That's good. And it'll be just as good with a little bit of cake batter flavor. All right. I'll take you back in a minute. Oh, here we are. We're going to beat the eggs. And there they go. Nice and beaten. And now we're going to add the 3/4 cups of sugars. 1/4. 2/4. 3/4. And remember, these make close to 2 dozen pizzelles. So that's not very much sugar in a cookie. And it's not a very, very sweet cookie. It's a cookie that you can really enjoy. And as far as WW points, I think it's 1 point per cookie. So that isn't too bad. Here it goes. See how nice, beautiful yellow color. All right. And then we'll put this back over here. And my helper, my videographer right here is my beautiful granddaughter, Savannah. There she is. Anyway, there we go. Here is the cake flour and the baking powder. We just go like this, and you're supposed to use a pinch of salt. Just a pinch. Let's see where I put my salt shaker. Here it is, right over here. There, all done. And we'll mix that around. And push this back. And we'll put a little bit of it in. Maybe almost half. Put it down. Break it. Don't do that. Remember, put it on low. Don't get flour over me. It's always good. And then stop it. And use your spatula and get all of it from the sides, because it does cake up like that. And I'm going to put the rest of it in. Okay, put that there, and try to top it up a bit. Put it down, and put it on low. Let it go. One of the other things they say, they want you to zest some of lemon in it all the time, so we're going to do a little bit of that. I don't have a zester, I just have this handy dandy grater. And so I'm going to do that. One of the things we have to do now, we have to take the cooled margarine out of the refrigerator. As you can see, we have, you can use about 1/3 of a cup of margarine. And it has to be margarine because butter is a little too rich for this recipe. And here we're going to pour that in. Look at that beautiful color. Sun gold. Then we're going to put the mixer down. Put it on low. And that's it. We already put the zest of a lemon in. It smells wonderful, and then we're going to be using the anise. I've got to go find the anise. I'll be right back. We're going to be adding the anise, and we decided to do, this is half a tablespoon, maybe.
So the viewers want to know, Nan, what is your favorite flavor?
Well, so far I sort of like the cake batter one. To me, that was really good. Of course, I like all cookies. So there's a half a tablespoon. That's 1 tablespoon. 1.5. We'll put 2. Anise is a, if you wish you could smell that, that's a licorice flavor. If you like licorice, you'll like these. I'm surprised a lot of people do not like licorice, unless it's the red licorice candy things. What are those called, Savannah?
Twizzlers.
Oh, Twizzlers. That's right. That's what people like, the red ones. Okay, here we go. We're going to mix that all in. Okay. It's done. You can see that batter is, tastes good. It's very thin, and it's a beautiful color, but I think it's good. I like licorice. All flavors, black, red, whatever color there is.
Rainbow?
Rainbow, yeah, whatever. Okay, and we'll take this off.
Strong lady.
Now, that's always a challenge, and we'll try to do a little bit of cleanup, a little hot water. Wash my hands a bit. And I gotta find a container to put the flour in. I never like to put in the box because of the little critters that come. This way, if it's in a glass jar, you don't have any problems with that. What?
The people want to know what soap you're using. What is your go-to soap?
Oh, I love this Orange Blossom hand soap. And then I just use the Dove soap in here, and this is one of those automatic where you just put your hand underneath and it works. And I'll wash them again. Always have clean hands when you're cooking. It doesn't matter how many times you wash them. It's important that you do that. There we go. Now onto the pizzelle iron and onto the pizzelles. Our last batch. After this, we're done. We'll probably be making the cheese raviolis. Okay, now we're ready. This is the pizzelle iron. Like I said, it's over 50 years old. And I always spray it with a little bit of this coconut oil spray from Trader Joe's. This. Then you take about, I use one of these long handle iced tea spoons, not to make a mess. You put some right in the middle. You can see the one. Some people use scoops. There we go. And as you can see, there we are. And you squeeze and you'll get two beautiful cookies.
We have a special guest.
We have a bomb, a photo bomb by hubby. I'm glad he's coming in. My daughter Lisa and my DDH were doing the leaves, and they got, how many bags you get, hon?
So far 9.
Oh, well, film them. Just film them.
Say hello to everyone, T.
Say hello to my friends.
Hello.
He's a little camera shy. He said he isn't, but yes. Oh, now giggling is Savannah. All right, you see the lights on it. And there you go. Two beautiful pizzelles. Just get your fork and then you lay them on a paper towel. And aren't they so pretty? Look at those. They're a little dark. The next ones we do won't quite be as dark. Almost done with that. I got a new can. Savannah said we did probably close between 6 to 8 dozen pizzelles. It's a lot of pizzelles. We're giving a lot of them away because here we go. You hear the sizzling, and sometimes you put too much. Look, I put too much, and look, it comes all the way around. Just get your fork. Big cleanup. I know DDH is probably tired. You did a lot of leaves, a lot of work, right?
Not finished.
You're not finished?
No.
What do you have to do next?
I'm still working on the side of it.
Oh, the side. I know. You know, having a property with trees is wonderful. I love trees. Don't misunderstand me. You know, I am a tree hugger. But anyway, the only bad thing is leaves. And you have tons of them, but it's good exercise if you can do it. All right, now look at these. Okay, a little too much batter here, as you can see. All you have to do is get your fork, a hand, and then lay them down flat. And what you could do is, if you don't like all that extra, you can trim them by hand, like I'm doing. Here we go. Now we're just going to keep doing this. I think this can is done. We're going to recycle that. Oh, this is always so hard. DDH has to do it because I can never do it.
You Yes, tea.
Takes a man, doesn't it? I couldn't do it. I don't know what they do at Trader Joe's and put these tops on too tight. Anyway, here we go. And we're going to count to see how many we get this time. Last time I was into them, I was eating them, so we're not quite sure if we got 2 dozen or a little over 2 dozen, but we'll know now. Well, I'm not going to have any. So far we have 4. They time it between 15 and 30 seconds. Beautiful. All right, that's about how we make pizzelles. I won't do any more because the procedure is the same. When we're done, we'll count them and let you know how many there are.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Here we are with the pasta. We made the pasta. Here it is. Here is the pasta machine. Like I said, it's over 50 years old, and you put it through the rollers, and you get it as thin as you can. And now we're making spaghetti noodles, pasta. And you change the handle from one side to the other, and then you put it right here. Oh, yes.
Well, this is a really good shot, Nan.
Here they come.
Here.
And there we have our pasta noodles. And I don't have a drying rack. My mother used to put them on a sheet in the bedroom and dry them. And here I'm using one of my little towel holders. I cleaned it, make sure it was clean, put it on there. Whoops, and some will drop, it's okay. And those are smaller ones in the paper bowl. And we'll dry them for a little bit. Then we'll bag them, put them in the freezer, then we'll enjoy them. We could have pasta Alfredo. We could have some of the smaller noodles in a nice soup. You can have a marinara with it. So there's all sorts of different sauces you can, and believe me, the taste is superior. Compared to what you buy in the store, there's no comparison. Because we use all fresh ingredients, there's no preservatives. We know that there's a lot of salt in it or anything, and we use organic eggs, organic flour, non-GMO, everything is just perfect. And this is a wonderful product too, if you want something quick for gravies and you want to flour it. So now we just have this little bit to do, and one of the things that you want to do, sometimes you have to wrap the dough in plastic or it will dry out. We'll put it on this. And my mother used to always knead using the palms of her hands like this. And you do this like this, and you get a piece of it like that. Looks very good. You got to change the handle and put the handle in this part. And then you have to change how wide it is. Over here, this changes the rollers as far as all that. You want to take a shot in here and see, they can see that. And you put it in the roller. And you roll it. And it comes out like this. Then you put it in the roller again. You see it's getting thinner and longer. Do it again. And then you change it to make the rollers a little bit thinner. And see if this works. Okay, it's a little too there. There, that's going to work. And you can see how it's a bit longer. Getting longer, and you see there's elasticity in it. And we'll do it just a little bit. The rollers to see if it'll go through. Make it even thinner, which it's doing. There it is. And we'll do it one more time. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you can see, you can stretch the dough. See? There's a lot of elasticity in there. Organic eggs, King Arthur organic flour is the best. And now we change the handle. My mother didn't have these machines, you know, she did everything by hand with the rolling pin. And she didn't have a mixer or a food processor back then. And she used to make a well on the macaroni board and do it that way. So, you know, we have all these time-saving, fancy equipment, and sometimes the old ways are the best ways. Okay, let's see if this works. I always have a little problem getting it started down there. I don't know, well, let me try this end. That end isn't working. When one thing doesn't work, try this part. There it goes. It's going. There we go. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful homemade noodles. Okay. I know they're dropping, that's all right. Some of them are stuck. And we can put some of them on this, and we'll just let them dry here. And some that fall off, just put in this dish here. Make great soup noodles, especially in this cold season, when you want some nice noodles in a any type of a pasta, vegetable soup or chicken noodle soup, any type of soup that you want. It'd be really good. So that was our thing. A little coffee and bon appetit.